Hey guys, we are back, Heartbreakers. How you doing, Elsa?
Great.
Good, just the best.
Just the best.
I love
Getting
that.
ready for the holidays.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Aren't you?
What are you doing for Christmas?
I'm going to probably go see my family.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my sister can't really travel right now, which is fine. And I have a holiday with no boyfriend, so I want to go see my family because I always spend it with a loser. So
and their family?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Just like on a vacation.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. So how many years has it been since you've been back with your family, like for Christmas?
It's been years. A good 3 years probably.
I'm already imagining you going back to Ohio being like, hey girl, I'm here. And then like seeing whatever I'm imagining Ohio to be.
I'm going to try to do some type of glamping thing because Pennsylvania's close and I think that they have a lot of like cabins and stuff. So I think maybe if I can get them to drive a little bit.
Can you take them? Yeah. And like say, I've organized this like little experience for you.
Super nice.
Which is like a way better way than being like, let's not be basic bitches.
Yeah. And just to like do something a little different, you know, since we all get together. But what are you doing?
You know what? I'm not doing anything with anyone. So I'm staying in town in LA and I'm not seeing family. I was maybe going to go to Australia. It's not going to happen, which I'm cool with. Me and my little dog, we might end up going up to Desert Hot Springs and like finding a little cute staycation to have
go to the
nice,
spa.
cute little. Yeah, exactly. And you can get these suites that have like your own private little hot springs. So like you just walk outside and then Moo Moo can hang with me the whole time.
What's that called?
It's called Two Bunch Palms. And it's this really cute, like they're either wooden or they're like built into the ground. But the pipes are just, they bring straight up that hot spring water. And it's like...
Didn't know we had that here.
No, and there's ponds with ducks and like, it's very quiet and cute. But like it is, you know what it is? It's on Al Capone's old ranch. So he was like this mobster that like had a place out in, so they turned it into this resort. But there's a tunnel underneath that like was his escape tunnel. And there's like his, because like if someone was coming onto the property and he needed to get away before they killed him. So there's like the Al Capone suite. I can't afford that. That's his main house.
Should I go get it? I'm scared.
Exactly. You're like, hey. But yeah, so that's what I'll be doing. And I'm actually looking forward to it because I don't have anything in my mind where I'm like, oh, I got to get ready to get on a plane for 15 hours.
It's horrible.
Or like hit this person's, because usually your family's not all in one place. Like, so you got to get that person. I'm just happy to have like a chill vacay and a little R&R.
I want to treat my holidays this year as like relaxing, you know, or like I don't want to have to keep going to other people's places. I don't want to come back from the holidays exhausted at all. I'm not doing that.
That's what happens at the holidays. It feels like more of a work mission because you're like, there's so many people to please. You got to get everyone their presents. You got to go out and like, because someone always gets let down. But anyway, that's what I don't want.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great year.
Yay! I love that. All right, so shall we get into some of our Heartbreakers hotline questions?
That's all you had to tell me? Nothing else? Jeez, I thought you were going to give me like a good story or something.
My life is so basic.
Okay, that's sad.
Sorry, let's go again then. Okay, then you got it from there. Okay, pretend I didn't say Heartbreakers hotline yet. Okay, now let me ask you something.
No, I didn't want to talk about myself. I was going to drown it out with something about you.
I told you my brain is off today.
No, it's not. You're good.
Okay, Heartbreakers hotline. Let's get into it. Is it possible to get too wet? I'm 23 female and guess I'm the exception to the rule because it gets very wet during sex, especially if there's foreplay or edging involved. Is this a bad thing? As they might say, a slippery slope to something bad?
Is this a grown man that wrote this question?
Yeah.
Like the end part is a grown man. Like an old dad wrote this because that was like a dad joke at the end.
And it's like his fantasy. Like,
yeah.
I'm making them too wet.
And the edging makes me think it's a man too. So to answer this, just in case reading
this question again, it is so funny. Oh my God.
No, I don't think it's possible. I've never heard anybody. I don't know why I'm being so immature with this one, only because I think that it's a man. It does sound
like a bit of a gag question. Yeah. Is it possible to get to it? This person is having way too good a time, or this is the fantasy. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing.
I'm imagining.
Yeah, I've never heard of a guy ever complaining about somebody being too wet, ever. I think it's a blessing.
You don't have to pregame with that guy on text message before you get to the guy's house. Remember that time?
Yeah, you don't have to pre-lube or pregame. It's great. I think that it's
good.
A really good thing.
Okay, this is from someone else. Podcast fan. I listen to y'all's show and I've heard you guys talk about people, men especially, not wanting to lose their virginity until much later in life, mostly by choice. I'm 34 and I'm still a virgin, and I can assure you that this ain't true. I want to have sex, but no one wants to have sex with me. Just thought you should know some of us are virgins against our wills.
That's really sad. You can't keep, I don't know why we keep laughing. It's from the exhaustion. None of these questions are funny.
I think we invented the question.
Like, I'm so tired too also. I haven't been sleeping also, so my fire alarm went off at 3 a.m.
No,
and I couldn't.
Why? Did you light something on fire?
No, it was really scary actually. It keeps doing that. I think there's a ghost in my home.
Really?
Yes.
It's from the witches that you've been hiring. Okay, I'm sorry that you didn't get to have sex yet. This is a very sad thing. I mean, there is no question in this.
I think maybe the question would be like, Jesse wants us to maybe comment on how it's harder than we think for men to lose their virginities. Right? I wish that he would maybe figure out a way to express himself a little bit more or feel more open with somebody to tell them that. I wonder why he feels like it's against his will. Like, that's a very strong, has he tried and it hasn't worked out and he's been shut down, or has he never even tried yet and he doesn't have the confidence to try? Because then I would definitely try to build that confidence to.
Yeah, because there are people out there. I mean, there's someone for everyone. I mean, and
who's also a virgin at 34. Yeah. Absolutely.
And also, you don't need to go into it telling anyone. I mean, that's for you to know if you want. I mean, unless you feel like you want to tell that person, I would just put yourself out there a little more. If you're sitting at home and not making any effort to try and get sex, I mean,
online dating, I try not to suggest illegal stuff, but hire a prostitute maybe.
Yes, I've thought of doing that.
And lose your virginity. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I say hire escorts. I shouldn't have said prostitutes.
It's not politically correct.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't know. Some people that I know are going to be upset.
Prostitution is a real thing.
Yeah. So I would hire maybe multiple times so you get used to the sensation. Yes. So then you don't pre-pop with somebody that you really are in a relationship with. Or a fleshlight.
Yes, but that's not actual sex with someone.
Just to get used to the sensation, because I think a virgin pops like.
Oh, right.
That's what I'm concerned about for him.
Here's the vibes that I'm getting, just as a thought as well. Look, there's a lot of people out there that want to have sex. So some people, I think, get caught in their heads about who they should have sex with. And like, they're not going to have sex with anyone until it's someone that they've seen in a magazine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just not realistic for anyone. Even the people in the magazines aren't that person. So when you're walking around all day thinking, I don't want to have sex with that person because they're not. Like, I think that always wanting to do better. I could have it. Oh, I'll just wait a little bit longer.
Your head.
Yeah.
You talk yourself out of it. I just recently wasted an hour-long therapy session over whether I was going to have sex or not.
Why was it a waste?
Because I don't know why I got so hung up on it. It's not that if I feel comfortable to have sex with somebody, I don't need to make myself feel like, oh no, I shouldn't do this, or I'm scared of this. And like, as long as I'm being responsible and safe and I feel like I have a connection with that person, I don't want it to ever feel like it's something negative is going to come from a sexual experience. I just don't think that that's how I should have it in my brain.
No.
I mean, for me to figure that out, I did have to do an hour-long therapy session, so it wasn't a waste. But maybe this person has just put it in their head so much.
Yeah.
You got to get yourself out of that pattern.
And find the beauty in everyone. There's going to be someone out there, maybe even if you have to lower your standards a little bit in your own mind.
You're feeling like you might have some high standards.
And I don't love that word, but it's like, just find the beauty in everyone.
Yeah.
You know, there are people out there that will have sex with you. There's a lot of people on the planet. If you put yourself out there in the right circles, don't always take the idea you have in your head of who you should be sleeping with.
Yeah. Agreed.
Just go have some adult fun.
Yeah.
With an uggo. Just kidding. Okay. So I'm 32. I'm struggling to get my boyfriend to go to therapy with me. We've been having problems and I feel couples counseling would be helpful, but he's convinced that this means we're going to break up. But I want him to understand that's the opposite. If we don't go, it's going to cause more problems. How can I make it make sense to him?
Have you ever done couples therapy?
Yes.
The first question they ask you is whether you want to break up or stay together. So he doesn't have to be in fear because they're going to straight ask you, each person individually, do you want to make this relationship work? Yes or no? And then they ask the other person yes or no. So that's his chance, if it is about breaking up, to say something, but it's also his chance to let it reassure him that they're going to both work on fixing it. But you can't force anybody to go to therapy. I don't agree with that, you know? It has to be that person's decision.
Yeah.
How was couples
I think if
therapy
someone's not
for
even
you?
willing to try something for you, even if they're like, I don't believe in this and I'm not into it, but
It's
I'll
scary.
go for you.
It's scary.
The alternative is not doing any work on yourself, not communicating about it. And you know where that's going to lead anyway, is it's going to be over.
I also would like to say that just because you find one therapist and say your boyfriend doesn't like her or him or your girlfriend doesn't, you can try out different therapists. You don't have to just stick with the first one that you find. Because a lot of times I've been in couples therapy, I didn't like the therapist. We had to switch, and then that causes issues.
So I went to couples therapy with my ex and I would take on what she was saying. I'm a little bit better at taking criticism. I'm like, okay, I can think about that and see my part in it because I really do want to come to a solution.
Yeah.
But then any time that it would come to a moment for him to be accountable on one thing, he ended up getting so crazy and being like, you're manipulating her into hating me. And it was such a weird thing. I'm like, yes, I'm so smart that I take the lady with the PhD. And
what did she say?
Well, this was after we had left. It was just so crazy because we went to
didn't you go hanging out with a therapist?
That was years ago, and they do like me, and I think that's
that's not fair.
No,
because you're not telling.
He picked both therapists.
Oh, okay.
And he just likes the therapist that will tell him exactly what he wants to hear. And it's more of an arena. This is what you don't want. An arena for somebody to be like, here, tell them what they're doing wrong so then I can feel validated in my feelings. And I'm the one paying, so do that. That's really bad.
You got to want to go into therapy and actually want to, fix things. And you just can't make it make sense to someone that doesn't want to hear or listen to your point. You got to wait until they're willingly wanting to hear why you want to do therapy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So almost like a waiting game.
I do think it's a red flag though if someone doesn't even want to try therapy though with you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's like, what are you so scared of that someone might agree with me?
Yeah.
And then I have a point. But go into there as both being like, she could be wrong. Maybe you're right as well. So yeah, I think just get into it. It's a deal breaker.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Okay, so hot topics. We have a new little segment for you. I'm excited about it. And we're going to cover topics that run the gamut in relationships, sex and dating that have been in the news or just trending topics. So yeah, let's jump in.
James picked these. Just so everybody knows that and I'm just now reading them.
Okay, a woman who worked at Taco Bell in San Pedro, California is suing the Taco Bell Corporation for having an employee holiday party that turned into an orgy at her Taco Bell store. People got so drunk at the holiday party that the wife was starting to have sex in front of everyone while the two other co-workers joined in. Oh, so they worked there. Okay, the woman complained and the people who had the orgy got fired because I guess she had to watch the orgy.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Now she's suing Taco Bell for wrongful termination and wants a jury trial in LA.
A random person's having an orgy in the Taco Bell and two coworkers join in. Right? I just want to make it clear.
Okay. So a coworker and his wife started having sex in front of everyone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the other two coworkers joined in. I mean, this sounds so hot, by the way. Although they work at Taco Bell, so how hot can it be? The woman complained, though. Okay, so she obviously wasn't included in the orgy. And she was fired, maybe because she didn't participate. She's a real Debbie Downer. How drunk do you think you have to be to have sex at Taco Bell? And would you watch it if you were part of that crew? Would you complain about it?
I would watch this trial. That's so interesting. I'm still in shock that this happened and I almost don't want to believe it. And you're not only drunk to do this.
I know.
You are on something else. I think it has to do with...
Would you complain if you were there and you were working there and then all of a sudden... I mean, people have sex in
but I would
places.
Go tell everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
I would call everybody and tell them that I saw this happening.
I think she got fired, though, for the complaint. I mean, this was definitely a manager having sex.
I think maybe, honestly, and I feel bad saying this, but maybe she wasn't included and she is upset about
totally.
it.
That's just bad spirits. Like, you got to get in on that.
But I don't think I'm still in shock. I don't even know what to say about somebody having an orgy in a Taco Bell.
Sounds like my kind of party, and I love it.
I love Taco Bell.
A little taco and a little taco. Okay, this next one is the founder of Bumble says people are burnt out on dating apps. Whitney Hurd, the creator of Bumble, recently left the company, and she said the dating apps business is dying. Younger singles prefer to meet over social media, which is more natural. She also says people don't want to pay for dating app subscriptions anymore. Are dating apps on their way out? What do you think?
I think so. I think people meet on Instagram and stuff.
That's literally what they were saying, is that now people want to meet organically on Instagram.
I've only met a few people, and I met them on Raya. So I've never been on Bumble or Hinge or Tinder and really met anybody at all. I've never done it. It's scary. Also, I feel like you get bored with it. Like, I feel like it's different to follow someone's page and then finally DM them, or that does seem more natural, like they're saying.
Well, because you get a real glimpse into their life too, because that's their Instagram page for years.
Well, you're
probably
supposed to.
They're perfect. Like, no, well, then you can pick and choose, and it's a little bit more organic than being like.
Would you ever slide in someone's DMs? You don't care. You do that,
I have,
right?
Yeah, and I want to. I mean, I need to post more. So, like, if I'm looking for someone, that's what I'll do. I won't go on a dating app. I go on dating apps every now and then, and I'm just like, ugh, it's just overwhelming, and I'm not in love with it. Whereas
you need to get on Raya.
They put me on the waiting list forever, and I don't know how. Like, I don't know one person that works there. I don't know one contact info. It's just been sitting there and waiting forever.
Damn.
Actually, I'm going on a date on Monday though.
Yeah.
It's a guy that I was supposed to go on a date with like a minute ago.
Who?
I can't say because people would know who he is, but I can tell you later.
That's good.
Yeah.
You should have said that at the beginning.
I said okay, so
I asked you, and I was like, "What's going on in your life?"
I told you I'm sideways today. Okay, so I sent him a thirst trap and was like, dude, when are we going on this date? And no, it wasn't
Ass
nude.
cheeks?
No, but it was like me in my underwear. This is so embarrassing. I don't know why I do this. But anyway, so with like half a little chub. No, not little. Not little. Can I just like rephrase that? It was a chub like in underwear, like, and I gotta show you this picture. I'll show you later. Real mess. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So I'll tell you how that works out though, is Instagram. I mean, I think it's just way more organic, and I do think dating apps are just like oversaturated and weirdos.
And there's so many fake profiles too and stuff. It's hard.
Let the For You page find your lover.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you about this penny dating, and they reported this a little wrong. Okay, so penny dating is a new trend similar to love bombing, but so someone's spending money on you in the very beginning, and then they start pulling back and only spending pennies, so they got you under false pretenses. I mean, there's two arguments for it, right? Is it a bit of a sick game or a manipulation if someone's spending a lot of money on you in the beginning just to give you an idea of like maybe that they have a certain lifestyle or...
I think that is manipulation because you're not getting a genuine person. You need to build a relationship off of honesty, and that would be the problem about it. For me, at least, when I'm meeting you, you have to be honest. You have to show me exactly who you are. That's who I'm falling in love with and getting to know. It's not really about, oh, you can't continue to give me the gifts, but I don't appreciate lying. And also the showing off is such a turn off.
And you have to be a true representation of yourself. If you don't have
turn
it,
off. Such a turn off. What do you think?
I think that there's probably going to be two sides to the argument because it's like if you like someone, you like them. So like you're getting in there like under that false pretense. But at the same time, no, because I've had people where they've spent a bunch of money at the beginning and then they end up being tight asses, not because they didn't have the money, but just because they want to get you in the door and then they want to use it as a tool and be like, oh, are you going to pay for this one? Or like, it's going to be like, oh.
Or they have like resent against you. Like that's happened to me and they're like, well, I got you all this stuff. And I'm like, I didn't ask for it.
You don't give with the expectation of receiving. You give and then that's it. You don't keep a tally in your mind and be like, oh, well, I did this. So you're not holding up your end of the bargain.
Yeah,
like,
not good.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
No. So fuck you, penny dating.
Red flag.
So next one, the last one is TikTok's new relationship test is called the orange peel theory. The test is how willing your partner is to do small annoying tasks for you, like peeling an orange. Fuck you, TikTok. People are testing it out by asking their partner to peel an orange for them on TikTok. Other people have posted their own version of what orange peeling is like walking their dog, refilling their water bottle, charging their phone. This just sounds like love language, your love language, like little acts of...
I do that. I don't think that that's
So you have to do it on TikTok now, so then you can show your partner that you love them?
Yeah, I think that's like people who film them giving money to homeless people.
Right.
And you're like, come on, just do it.
So they're trying to be like, cute baby, look at my baby's peeling an orange for me, which is like, just peel the orange yourself.
Kind of cringe,
that's not even cute.
I think that's just a love, like you said, it's a love language. Acts of service is a love language, and that's how some people show and receive love.
What's the cutest thing someone can do for you?
Somebody did this to me the other day. I was brushing my teeth and my hair was getting in my spit, and he came up behind me and pulled my hair back and started massaging my shoulders while I was brushing my teeth.
Oh my God. And that was just like perfect timing? He just came behind you. Mm-hmm. That is such a boss move.
It is so hot.
That's kind of like out of like, I don't know, I'm imagining like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or like, so it's just like a sexy, I'm getting the movie wrong, but like it is like a hot couple where he comes in and just like brushes their hair. So, I don't know, it's just really
Mr.
hot.
and Mrs. Smith.
That's the wrong one because they're like gangsters, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it.
They're spies.
That's such a spy thing to do.
Yeah, classic. Cute. Okay. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed Hot Topics. Cuties. All right. Do not forget to subscribe. Guys. We will see you next week. Have a good one.